To another episode of our JavaScript tutorials. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to write a nested um, if statement, and at the end of the video, I'm going to, give you some apps that would help you learn JavaScript even better. So make sure you stay till the end. So a nested if statement is an if statement that runs inside an if statement. So if you have two if statements, if the first if statement is executed, that is, the condition is true, then the second would be executed. So if the first if statement is not executed, then the second would not. And you could nest up to hundreds or infinite number of if statements. So in this case, we have two variables. Let me put two variables. A equals to 10, put your semicolon, and B equals to 20, put your semicolon. So I want to test these two things, and so I'm going to say if, put the first if statement. After that if statement, that parenthesis, I'm going to put the condition. So I'm going to say if A is greater than or equals to 10, and then I put a curly brace bracket. That's the code block. So whatever code is inside this code block is gonna run as long as this condition is true. So this is the condition, and then this is the code block, right? This is the code block. Whatever I put inside here, if this is true, if it's true that A is greater than or equal to 10, whatever is inside that code block is going to be executed. So I'm going to put the second if statement inside of here. I'm going to say if A, or if B, I'm going to test for B, is less than 30. Of course, you could see B is less than 30. This is your B and it's less than 30. So what this code does is that it's going to test if A is greater than or equal to 10. If that's true, then it's going to move and test if B is less than 30. If it's not, then it's going to break the loop, the if statement. So if A is not equal or greater than 10, then whatever is inside this code block, the first code block, is not going to run. So having written our B less than 30, now inside B less than 30, we want to tell the code what to do. If the first is true and the second is true, the second if statement is true. So I'm going to say console.log. I'm going to print to the console that the two statements are true. Are true. So I'm going to add a little bit of comment here so that you don't get confused in case you're trying to learn JavaScript. Okay, this is the second. Second if statement. This is the first, or should I call it the God if statement, because if it doesn't run, no other one would run. So this is the first if statement. So yeah, that is it. If we run this code, we're gonna see on the console that the two statements are true. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like the video, do subscribe to my channel. And okay, one more thing. You could add one more statement or an infinite number. If you wanted to add a third if statement, it would be inside the second if statement. So I'm going to try adding a third if statement. I will say if 1 is greater than 0, console.log 1. So if we run this code, what we're going to see in the console is 1 because 1 is greater than 0. Now if the first two, if this is not true and this is not true, then this third if statement is not going to run. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to learn JavaScript to the core, I recommend you to search for an app called Grasshopper on Google Play Store or App Store. I think a web version is available. If you're using a smartphone, you could download an app called JS Run on Play Store. It helps you run JavaScript codes in your phone directly offline. It's just 1 point something megabyte. This video is not sponsored. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next video.